Good morning, Digital Academy. Here's just a quick little video to just get our minds right for the day. Let's do this. Just a quick little reaction. Again, I'll have a lot more content coming over the next month or so. But right now, just gonna get my feet wet and start with some of these reaction videos. But I have a bunch of stuff brewing. All right, let's check this out. The modern struggle. These animations are so cool.
Look, most of modern life, all our diseases are diseases of abundance, not diseases of scarcity, right? Old times I may have starved. Old times if I got sugar, that was a wonderful thing. I should have eaten all the sugar I could get my hands on. If I gotten a piece of news or gossip, that was interesting data that would have helped my life and moved me forward. If I'd gotten some brief amount of entertainment, whether through video games or magazines or whatever, that would have been good. Now it's all diseases of abundance. We are overexposed to everything. The human brain is not designed to absorb all of the world's breaking news, 24/7 emergencies injected straight into your skull with clickbait headline news. If you pay attention to that stuff, even if you're well-meaning, even if you're sound of mind and body, it will eventually drive you insane. Goes back to Clockwork Orange, where he's has his
Oh
eyes
yeah,
opened up and he's forced to watch the news. But
hell
I
yeah,
think that's what's happening right now because
great
these are
reference.
addictive, right? Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, these are weaponized. You have social statisticians and scientists and researchers and people in lab coats, literally best minds of our generation, figuring out how to addict you to the news.
Yes.
And if you
Exactly.
fall for it, if you get addicted, your brain will get destroyed. And I think this is the modern struggle. Right? The modern struggle. So the ancient struggle used to be the tribal struggle. You had your tribe of friends and family, you had your religion, you had your country, you had your loyalty, you had your nationality. At least you had meaning and support, but now you would struggle against other tribes. Modern life, we're so free, everything's become atomized. We stand alone. You live in your apartment alone. You live in your house alone. Your parents don't live nearby. Your friends don't live nearby. You don't have any tribal meaning. You don't believe in religion anymore. You don't believe in country anymore. It's fine. You got a lot of freedom. It's fantastic. But now, when they come to attack you, you're alone and you can't resist. So how do they attack you? It's all well-meaning. I don't fault capitalism. I love capitalism. But look at how it happens. Social media, they've massaged all the mechanisms to addict you like a Skinner pigeon or a rat who's just going to click, 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 can't put the phone down. The food, they've taken sugar and they've weaponized it. They've put it into all these different
Weaponized it.
forms and varieties that you can't resist eating. Drugs, right? They've taken pharmaceuticals and plants and they've synthesized them. They've grown them in such a way that you get addicted. You can't put them down. Porn, right? If you're a young male, you wander around the internet, it'll like sap away your libido and you're not going out in real life society anymore because you've got this incredibly stimulating stuff coming at you. Video games, another way to addict people. So you have entire large factories of people that are working to addict you to these things and you stand alone. So the modern struggle as an individual is learning how to resist these things in the first place, drawing your own boundaries, and there's no one there to help you.
Yeah. Oh, there's no how-to at the end of that?
If you like the after
That's
school
tough.
animations, please support us on Patreon.
Well, I guess that's the modern struggle, right? The modern struggle is how do you find signal within all this noise? And how do you stay healthy when there's so many unhealthy potential choices, right? But again, just keep thinking about that. It's like it's not if you got a kid, it's not your kid's fault that they're, you know, dying to watch the next episode of that show. It's like there's teams of psychologists designing stuff, and they know how long that Netflix countdown till the next episode automatically starts is. So it doesn't feel like it's forced, but also it's not long enough for you to really think of doing something else. It's like 8 seconds. 3 seconds would be too much forced, right? So just remember, there's teams of psychologists that are basic and not just psychologists. We would call them, I guess, attention engineers, trying to figure out how do we keep you on this page longer. Anyways, it's a kind of depressing video, but again, some of these videos are going to be inspirational. Some of these videos are going to just be kind of understanding the situation that some of it is that we have a very ancient biopsychosystem that is our body, and in a modern society. where we have access to things that our ancestors didn't, and at a level that can actually be counterproductive. And that's the modern struggle. And you're the Digital Academy, and that's why I love you. Cheers. I'll be back tomorrow, maybe later today if I can buy some time. I got a cool thing about Roman mythology I want to do next. All right, I'm eventually going to start getting into some deeper stuff. I also want to do a deep dive into Carl Jung soon. So be on the look for that. And you know, this is for Academy members. If you guys have something specific, you're like, oh, could you do more of this? I will take suggestions from Academy members that are emailed to me very seriously. All right, cheers, and remember that you're loved and cared for.